This is a Mahayana text, I should tell you. And this is a shastra. In other words, it is a commentary to Buddha's teachings. Culture, language, and the tradition have always hijacked the wisdom of the Buddha. It's kind of unfortunate, but kind of also no way out. Culture, language, tradition, they're usually quite attractive, and they're also tangible, they're doable, so to speak. They're photographable, they're, I don't know, noticeable, they're remarkable. And then the wisdom of the Buddha, or the teaching, the truth that is being taught in the sutras and the shastras, the real sort of the absolute teachings, they're not photographable, they're not imaginable. But you see, even as I say this, even when I say this, that the truth is unthinkable, inconceivable, immediately, automatically, immediately, we think, oh, something holy, something mystical, something mythical. We just can't help it. We have to categorize it like that. Oh, so we are now about, so the Buddha's teaching or the Buddha's wisdom is something mysterious, something mythical, mysterious, something beyond us. End up categorizing within the basket of, like supernatural power, sort of heavenly, I don't know, transcendental stuff. But, the thing is, it's not really like that. If you have the time and energy to go through the in-depth study on shastras such as Mahayana Alankara Sutra, you will know that the truth that Buddha taught, they are just ridiculously simple. It's so simple that how can we miss it? It's just incredible that we miss it. But, as I said, we are not so good and we are not so smart. We are just, we invent language, we invent values, and we get so entangled with it. I was saying it is kind of unfortunate and sad that this has happened because what we are talking here is like imperfection is a beautiful. That's one of the element of the wabi-sabi, isn't it? Imperfect, the beauty of imperfection. Things are imperfect, like certain things that are imperfect, like a crumbled tissue paper sitting on a table. If you know how to look at it, it's beautiful. It's incredibly beautiful, unthinkably beautiful. And where does that come from? That's actually deeply rooted into texts like this. But that wisdom got lost, and then the sort of a partial sort of a technique is used, not even as Buddhism. And one of the elements of the wabi-sabi is temporary is beautiful, right? That's another one. Anything that is temporary, that is beautiful. Cherry blossom season. Imagine you have cherry blossom throughout the whole year. Nobody's going to go there and look at it. But just because it lasts only 10 days, it's like so beautiful. Temporariness. And this is again deeply, deeply rooted in the Buddhist philosophy of impermanence. But nowadays, the moment we talk, and I think a big blame also has to fall on teachers like myself. So the Buddhism, when it is taught or, I don't know, put into practice, immediately the idea is, oh, Buddhists, the, sort of bleak, dark, people who talk about death, people who talk about impermanence, people who tell you not to enjoy life, people who tell you to go to caves, shave head, and even people who tell you simple things like sit. You try to tell that to a kid, sit. Teenager, the last thing they want to hear is sit. But this is what the Buddhists do. So all the teenagers keep growing up thinking, oh, Buddhism means I can't eat meat, I can't drink alcohol, and I have to sit. This is the last thing I want to do. So this is why culture, tradition, and language hijacking Buddhism is so unfortunate. It is. It's really, we are losing a lot.